What do you really want? And this is an important question that you need to answer when it comes to setting your goals. Now, back in the 1990s, the pop group The Spice Girls had a hit that started, and I won't attempt to sing it, but it started, "Tell me what you want, what you really, really want." Well, what do you really, really want? Sometimes it's difficult to know, and sometimes it's not what you think it is. Sometimes people have very confused ideas about what they want. So a good way to find out what you really want is to employ what's known as the 5 whys technique. Now, what is the 5 whys technique? Well, basically, it's a technique that's very simple. It simply involves asking yourself why you want something 5 times in a row. Now, let's say you want to be a famous author. Why? Because you want to create something that you can be proud of. Why? Because you want to leave some kind of lasting mark. Why? Because you respect and admire creative individuals who've done the same. Why? Because they can make a living by using only their writing skills and their imagination. Why does that appeal? Because you love to be creative and to be acknowledged for that creativity. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. It's not necessarily becoming a famous author that appeals so much as being creative and being acknowledged for that creativity. Now that opens up a world of possibilities. You could be a blogger, or an article writer, or a screenwriter, or a magazine writer. You know, the list just goes on and on. This now gives you a number of options you can pursue and still satisfy your need to be creative and earn a living through writing. You can now set goals that will be easily achieved, becoming the top blogger in your niche, for example, or an in-demand screenwriter. Once you've achieved one goal, you can move things up a gear and go on to achieve greater goals. Like being an authority in your niche whom people seek out for information or entertainment. Or an Oscar-winning screenwriter who commands sky-high fees and gets his or her name at the beginning of the picture rather than the end. These are all things you might want later and could make your life very happy, but are not things that you might have realized you wanted in your life before.